Okay, let's go.
What's up, fam? It's me, Big Sarge, It's me, Big Sarge, coming in tonight from the business side. To my drill team, salute. And if you're coming across this page tonight for the first time, fam, hit that subscribe.
Okay, let's go.
What's up? Is she leaving me? That's the nice super chat question. And a lot of times when I go into conversations with men or I go into conversations with women, it always seems to be like it's a gray line to where they don't know if they're just arguing all the time and they can't get stuff right, or is this person actually setting up a course of action or a reason to actually leave the relationship. So a lot of times, fam, the things that are in place, the writing is literally on the wall. And one of the first reasons out of the top 10 reasons on when you can start to realize that writing on the wall is saying that this person is about to leave, the first thing is that lack of communications. And it's not a lack of communications as in you two aren't talking to each other anymore. It could be that, but a lot of times it's that you two can't seem to get on the same sheet of music about anything. No matter what it is that you're discussing, it's leading into an argument. And it's happening over and over and over again. The next reason or the next course that you will see is that it's constant criticism. And it's not even to the point that you're not seeing eye to eye anymore. It's that you're doing something wrong. You're not right. You can't get this right. You can't seem to understand this. They're criticizing anything and everything that you do. The next thing is you're not a priority. You're absolutely not a priority. So the way that it looks in a relationship is because if you're sharing bills, you're sharing house, you're rearing children or whatever it is, it's not going to look as though you're not a priority because I'm still paying the bills, I'm still doing this, I'm still doing that, I'm still doing everything that a man is supposed to do. She's still doing everything that a woman's supposed to do. But you know deep down, you know that gut feeling that a man get, that woman feeling, that woman's intuition that a woman get, you're not a priority to that person. Everything else becomes more important. Work becomes more important. The children becomes more important. My fraternity, your sorority becomes more important. Your friends become more important. Everything else becomes more important than your significant other. The next reason is they're constantly avoiding spending time together. No matter what you do, no matter where you're at, we're not spending time together anymore. So once you stop spending time together, you think that you're doing it to stop the arguments. You think you're doing it to stop the criticism, but really you're doing it because you don't want to be in that person's space anymore. You just don't want to be in that framework or that mindset that I need to be understanding and loving, or the number one thing, I need to be responsible and accountable for this person. So then you just start avoiding spending time together. The fifth reason is you're fighting. And I don't mean fist fighting where we're beating each other up or we're slapping each other or hitting each other. You're fighting. Verbal sparring about anything. And sometimes, fam, the fights don't even have to be verbal. Fights can be non-verbal. And what I mean by that is I'm just not saying anything. But you know I'm not saying anything as an attempt to either provoke you or as an attempt to let you know that I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what you're doing. The sixth reason is that you start feeling lonely. You start feeling lonely even in that person's presence. And once you start to get to that point, if you two aren't discussing it, it's leading down a path of ruin for that relationship. The seventh reason is that there's a lack of effort on one or both of your parts. You're no longer putting effort into the relationship. At the end of the day, the truth of the matter is you don't care. You don't care, she doesn't care, he doesn't care. However you want to look at it, you're putting no effort into maintaining and building this relationship back up. So, and the way that normally happens, which come down to the 8th reason, is we start setting different priorities. My priority isn't your priority. Your priority isn't my priority. We're literally going different ways all the time. And a lot of times this is intentional because we're starting to cut ties with each other. And the 9th reason is those trust issues become very apparent. No matter what you're doing, I don't trust you. No matter what I say I'm doing, you don't trust me. And the crazy part is, this is the dynamic part to it is, I don't hesitate to let you know that I don't trust you. You don't hesitate to let me know that you don't trust me. Like those trust issues is prevalent. It's right there in your face. I absolutely don't trust you. And the last reason, the 10th reason on how you will know that your relationship is probably heading toward demise, that person is probably has one foot out the door, lack of intimacy. Now, at the end of the day, we can blame that lack of intimacy on a lot of things. But when you have a lot of those other factors that's taking place in that relationship, that lack of intimacy is literally the cherry on top of that cake. It's the cherry on top of that pie. Once that comes into play with all of those other 9 things that I just mentioned, you two really need to sit down and discuss what's happening. You need to look for a way on how you can fix it, if it can be fixed. And a lot of times it can be fixed, fam. But the way that it can be fixed is you have to acknowledge that there's a problem. You have to acknowledge that those 10 things are in place, that those 10 things are happening, and you want to do your best to try to figure out how to stop it. You want to figure out how to do your best to figure out how to make this relationship work. But those are my top 10. Let me know what your top 10 are, fam. Let me know how you feel about what I just said. Am I off on this? Am I right? Am I wrong? You know, should I have placed them around differently? But whatever it is, let me know what you think. This is Big Sarge, fam. And I'm out.